Hello, lovely people of the world, and welcome to another Roundtable discussion. I'm Lady Garrett, and today I'm joined by...
Man.
And TheJamesRolls.
So, in case you can tell by the title of this video, we'll be discussing the newly announced Paper Mario, The Origami King. So, without further ado, let's get this over with. First question. How did you first hear about Paper Mario, The Origami King?
So I first heard about Paper Mario and the Origami King, of course, on the day it was announced. So what happened was that I woke up at 10 o'clock in the morning, like I usually do, and I noticed I had got some Twitter DMs, so I looked at them, didn't really bother with them, and turns out they were all related to Paper Mario, but I just didn't notice. And so I was scrolling through Twitter and I see James's quote tweet about Paper Mario the Origami King. And my first response, my reaction is, all right, this is a fake Nintendo account. It's a fake trailer. Let's just get this over with. When I was done watching the trailer, I had to triple check 3 times to make sure that was the real Nintendo account because I just could not believe what I was seeing. It was so awesome. And yeah, that's how I first heard of the game.
Yeah, basically just Twitter, because Nintendo tends to tweet out stuff on like the top of the hour, not every single hour, but they tweeted out a trailer for this new game, and it was a new Paper Mario, and then it's just like, oh hey, a Twitter direct, yay. So yeah, just by being awake at the right time when they posted it on Twitter, that's how I found out.
So, this is a kind of long story, but I'll try to keep it short. So, I was staying up way later than I should be working on that Dueling Peaks Korok episode for Breath of the Wild. And then after that was done, the sun was already coming up, so I go to bed, and I see on Twitter that James is offering to let people come into his town to sell turnips. So I'm like, okay, I'll go to his island. I forget the turnips. I go back to his island. I sell the turnips. And then I go to bed. And when I'm on Twitter trying to write a thank you note, there it is. New Paper Mario game, no Nintendo Direct, no build-up announcement or anything like that. Just boom. New Paper Mario game coming out in 2 months, and it looks awesome. So, the next question, what are your first thoughts on the game?
My first thoughts on the game were basically, as I was watching it, in my head, I was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It looks so good. I like how they're doing the Color Splash art style, because let's be honest here, Color Splash has the best art style in the whole series. And the whole game just looks so good, like I said before. And I just like the way everything looks. And yeah, that's basically my reaction. I just like the way everything looks. I just like everything about it so far. That's my first reaction. I just really like it. I wish I could play it right now. I just want to play it right now. I'm so hyped.
When I first saw through the trailer and was paying attention to all the details, noticing certain little things, comparing it to the other Paper Mario games I've played, and noticing that it was more in line with rumors that have been around for a little while now, dating back a couple months at this point, where the new Paper Mario that was going to be coming out, nobody expected it to be just shadow dropped, but like this, or at least the announcement being shadow dropped, but rumors were that the next Paper Mario would be more in line with 64 and Thousand Year Door. And as I was watching through the trailer and the press releases and stuff coming out, I noticed that, yeah, that was pretty true. It was going to be more in line with the first 2 games in the series, which is what a lot of people wanted, since Sticker Star disappointed a lot of people. Not myself, but a lot of people. So yeah, first seeing the game, I was like, oh my god, this is going to be like early Paper Mario, and that's super cool. I mean, I don't know, because obviously, if you know me, I've done a Let's Play of Sticker Star. I don't really mind it. Color Splash I've only played a little bit of. I need to play that fully. I don't really mind those games. They're perfectly fine to me, as someone who's not played many spin-off games in the Mario series. But yeah, those were perfectly fine to me. Thousand Year Door I played a little bit, and a lot of people seem to think that's the best game in the Paper Mario series. But yeah, it looks really good. Origami King looks phenomenal, and I can't wait to play it.
From what I've seen, this game looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. It seems like it's going to be a nice balance between the playstyles of classic Paper Mario and the Stick Star Color Splash playstyle. Like the art style itself, it's definitely like a continuation of what Color Splash was doing, and yeah, it is a little disappointing that most of the NPC characters still look like they have very basic designs, but from what we've seen of the writing, they have a lot of personality. That smug Bob-omb just cracks me up every single time that I see him. And I absolutely love how the origami art style looks as well. And oh boy, this game just looks so pretty. I'm so glad they're continuing with the Color Splash art style, because I know Color Splash was a bit of a controversial game because it was a sequel to Six Star, which not a lot of people like, but Color Splash was a really fun game, and I'm really glad that they're using this opportunity to build up on what Color Splash did right, as well as hopefully reintroducing elements that made the original so great. And the next question, what do you think of the combat system from what we've seen so far?
The combat system of just turning the stage around and lining up enemies to increase your attack or defense is a really interesting style of combat, and I think it's really cool, and there's a lot of interesting things you can do with it. I hope they do a lot of interesting things with it. It's just a really cool system, and I like it. I hope other people like the battle system, because it does look cool and interesting. And like I said, there's a lot of interesting things you can do with it, and I just think it's a cool system. Looks interesting, and yeah, it's basically like puzzle solving and battling at the same time. It's really cool. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Pancake. I like the concept of shifting the battlefield around to line up your enemies and to defeat them that way. I think that's really cool. I'd like to see more of that, because we only got a little glimpse of it. So that was like my one big disappointment from the trailer, not seeing a lot of the combat system. Although people found like a private, or unlisted rather, video of like 20 seconds only of the combat system a little bit, because that's pretty much what we saw in the trailer. That was just a little bit nicer to see a condensed clip of that, even though it wasn't much. But yeah, what we've seen of it, it looks pretty interesting. It's more in line, again, with more classic, because from what it seems, we're not going to have cards, we're not going to have stickers. It's just going to be basically those type of attacks, but not in a sticker or card form, which is really cool, and it's super exciting. Can't wait.
This combat system looks so much fun. Contrary to a majority of the Paper Mario fan base, I don't think there's a lot of problems with Six Star Color Splash's combat system. My only real problem was that it was very limiting because you're always attacking the character up front. But this looks like it's going to open a lot of options for you. You're literally circling around the battle, and you're kind of like lining up the enemies to deal the most damage in a short amount of time. It looks like it has a lot of potential, and I could see them going in so many directions with this. It's going to be a lot of fun. And a bit of a fun fact for theater nerds is that like the classic Paper Mario games had a kind of like a theater aesthetic where the combat system on the original games were kind of taking place on like a proscenium theater stage. This one looks like it's continuing with that, with more of an arena theater stage format, which looks amazing. I could gush about that for a long time, but this is a G.A.M.E discussion and not a theater discussion. Next question. Is there anything you're hoping to see in this game?
I do hope the battle style, and from the way it looks like this, it looks like this is going to be it. But I do hope the way you fight is more like the first two Paper Mario games, where it's you select either jumping, hammer, or items, and you fight that way. Because while I did like Sticker Star and Color Splash, I can understand why people didn't like the combat style of having to choose stickers and cards and then just going away after one use. And I hope the battle system is more traditional. It looks like it's going to be more traditional. I know a lot of people are worried because in the trailer it showed something called shiny boots, and people are worried, oh, this is going to be like another sticker-like item. It's a one-use thing. But then you got to remember that in the first two Paper Mario games, there were upgrades for your boots and hammer, and this just seems more like an upgrade and not a one-time use item. So I hope the battle system is more traditional, and it looks like it's going to be. Another thing I hope is that I hope you get partners, and I hope they join you in battle, because I really want to see the Smug Bob-omb, who is one of my new favorite Paper Mario characters, because I just love the Smug Bob-omb so much. It's so cool. is you can use them in battle. I really hope you can, because it would be interesting to see what kind of attacks a character like that would have. His attack, its attacks, I don't know what gender it is, it would probably resemble more Bombette style play if the bomb could be used in battle. But I really hope that you have party members and they can be used in battle. And it looks like you'll have party members, because in the trailer you saw Mario with the bomb, a Koopa, and a Magic Koopa. So I hope you can use party members in battle. It'll be really cool. And yeah, that's basically it. Oh, one more thing I want to say is that I know that the Babam doesn't have a name at all. I really hope you can name your partners in this game if there are partners, because that would be really cool just to give them names that you think of, and that would just be cool.
If you can name your partners, I'm going to name them all after food.
If you can name your partners, I'm naming the Babam Zoomer.
So, yeah, what Pancake basically said, partners in battle would be nice, since by all accounts, Nintendo was like, hey, yeah, partners are back. It was, like, buried under the PR statement and stuff, but, like, they pretty much confirmed partners are back, which is exciting, again, throwing it back to old Paper Mario. Yeah, just having partners in the battle would be great. That's really the only thing I really want. Obviously, the humor, from what we've seen of it, looks great, so I'm glad they're continuing that. I hope it's as good as I found the humor in Sticker Star and Color Splash, from what I played of Color Splash, that is. So yeah, I just hope the humor is still there all throughout, and I hope that the partner system is a part of the battle system. That's basically it.
The big thing that I'm hoping with this game is that it has just as good of writing as the previous games, because if there's one thing Paper Mario always does right, it's its writing. Even with Sticker Star, that did have a lot of problems with it, the writing was definitely not one of them. It is a very funny game, and Color Splash just continued on with that. So I have strong hopes for the writing in this game. From what we've seen, it looks pretty funny, which I'm really looking forward to, because these games are always hilarious. One big thing that I'm really hoping they do, and this is something that Sticker Star and Color Splash did greatly, was I really hope they make this game a bit more open than the other Paper Mario games, because especially with Super Paper Mario, that was a very linear experience, and it wasn't really all that worthwhile to go back to previous worlds. So I hope in Origami King you have a bit more incentive to go back and explore previously explored worlds or things like that, because I think that's something that Sticker Star and Color Splash did a great job of. And I just really hope there's a bit more of an open format. There are a lot of people that are speculating that because the ribbons kind of go off in several directions, that maybe you can follow them in any order. I don't see them doing that. I don't see the Breath of the Wild levels of exploration. But I can definitely see them going a bit more of a less linear approach than they've done in previous Paper Mario games. And next up, since the rumors about a new Paper Mario game turned out to be true, how do you feel about the other rumors regarding the 3D Mario remasters?
I mean, there's a high probability that there will be 3D Mario games in the Mario series. Okay, that was a weird sentence. Could get remasters. There's a big possibility of that. Yeah, there's a big possibility of those rumors turning out to be true. But saying there's gonna be a new Paper Mario game on a console isn't really a rumor. It's just more of a thing that is just bound to happen, because Paper Mario is just that series that's been on every console and 3DS ever since its first game. So it's not really anything new. Saying there's going to be a new Paper Mario game doesn't really mean anything, because it's obviously going to happen. But I think the remasters are high probability, especially the Super Mario 64 remaster that people are talking about. I think that one has the higher chances of happening out of all of them, because of Nintendo taking down that one guy's fan PC game, whatever it was. And usually they only do that when they're planning on making a remastered game, like they did with that Metroid game. So yeah, I think there's a high probability, but I think the Super Mario 64 remaster that people are rumoring about has a higher chance of happening than the others.
Well, to Pancake's point, well, yeah, the Paper Mario rumors are obviously going to be there, because I'm sure every major series outside of F-Zero is going to have a Switch release at some point. So the thing was that the rumors were like, yeah, Paper Mario's coming, but it's gonna be more traditional, and obviously, from what we've seen, it's looks more traditional than color splashy or sticker starry. So those were what the rumors were basically about, not really much. So yeah, new Paper Mario, who would have ever thought that would happen? So that, just to clarify that. But as far as the 3D Mario remasters, I don't really know why this question's in here, but I guess I'll comment on it. So I think it's interesting, especially since this is going to be Mario's 35th anniversary, and there's a whole bunch of collaborations elsewhere with Nintendo. Lego, Levi, I think are two of them. Technically, Nintendo World was supposed to be one of those, part of that, in Japan at least, but right now that's not looking too likely. But yeah, being that it's Mario's big anniversary, 35th anniversary, makes sense, especially because nobody really knows what the team that did Odyssey was really doing after Odyssey. A lot of people speculated there would be DLC, Odyssey 2, and of course they could have been working on that stuff, but they also could have been working on 3D Mario remasters. I know there's the rumors, going off tangent for remasters, the big rumors that Pikmin 3 Deluxe is coming out soon. Super Mario 3D World Deluxe was one of those, as that was basically the first one before all the remasters were rumored. That rumor came out with new levels in 3D World Deluxe, stuff like that. So I'd expect that one to come out first, if anything, especially because we don't really know much of the rest of the schedule for this year for Nintendo. So unless they release all these remasters like together at the end of the year, I know one of the rumors said it was going to be All-Stars 2 for the Marios, for the 3D Marios. I could see that. But just speaking on them in general, 64, I mean, it basically solidifies 64 as the Generation 1 of the Mario series if it gets a second remake of sorts, which would be okay, I guess, since obviously we haven't seen 64 at all since the DS in 2004, so 16 years, it's alright. I'm not much of a fan of Mario 64, so I hope they would do stuff to make it better. Sunshine is the one I would really most be interested in, because I would like to see how much they tweak that in an HD format. Then Galaxy 1 and 2, I don't think those really would change much. Really, it's just the motion controls. So, I don't know, it would be interesting to see how they work that out. And I think that's it, right? Because I think 3D World Deluxe is supposed to be separate from that, according to the rumors, so yeah, it'd be interesting. Yeah, so if I had to rank what I'm most interested in for the Mario 3D Masters, probably be Sunshine, 3D World, Galaxy 1 and 2, and then 64 for what I'm most interested in, I guess. But yeah, the rumors are the rumors. Obviously, people will believe them willy-nilly. People will be optimistic, and people will point at this one rumor that turned out to be false, but the person's track record has been more consistent than inconsistent. So, I don't know, believe what you want, and I guess just stay tuned, keep your eyes peeled, because Nintendo could drop any information regarding 3D Mario remasters at any time, if Origami King is any example.
I just want to say one thing, that if Super Mario 3D World Deluxe does come out, I want you all to remember that I predicted that would come out way back in 2017, so don't you forget!
To be fair, though, Nintendo has basically ported almost everything from the Wii U to the Switch since it came out, so I mean, it's kind of like you're mentioning how it's easy to predict Paper Mario would be on the Switch. Like,
I'm honestly surprised that TMS and Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze got ported to Switch before Mario 3D World ever did.
I know, that actually is the most surprising thing about 3D World Deluxe, is that it took this long for it to happen. If it does happen, which I'm pretty sure it will, because, I mean, pretty much a lot of reputable people corroborated those rumors when they first started, so it'd be very surprising if they just... If they pulled a Miyamoto and just said, this is happening, and then they scrap it, like with Pikmin 4. Because
Oh,
spoiler alert, Pikmin
4.
4 is never going to come out. It was what, almost complete in 2015, and then what? Nothing.
A sad violin for Pikmin 4.
I'm not editing that in.
Okay, I've had a gaming gallery script on my computer for like 2 years, and it starts with, we finally get a look at Pikmin 4 after this many years. It changes every year! Just release Pikmin 4!
It's never coming out.
We're getting very off topic.
Before we get back on topic, oh damn it, what was I gonna... I forget it, whatever, just, alright, let's move on.
But yeah, going back to the 3D Mario remasters, there's no way Super Mario 3D World will not come to Switch. It's going to happen at some point. And even though I do have my problems with that game, I do hope it happens because I do think it's a much better suited as a handheld game than it ever did for a home console. The only thing that I really hope they add to it would be online multiplayer, because I want to play that game multiplayer, but it was local only in the Wii U game, which kind of sucked. So hopefully they add online this time around, so they can justify Nintendo Switch Online a bit more. But as for the other Mario games, the only one that I can realistically see happening coming to Switch at all would be Mario 64, obviously, because I have a feeling that in September this year, they're going to release Nintendo 64 Online for Switch, and I feel like Mario 64 will be a launch title for that. But if that doesn't happen, then all the 3D Mario games actually do come to Switch, except for 3D Land, like the rumors say. I could see it releasing in 3 games: the 3D World Deluxe, and then one pack containing 64 and Sunshine, and then another one containing the Galaxy games. So I hope this rumor is true, because it would be amazing to replay through all of these games on Switch, especially Sunshine, because it's never gotten a re-release. But let me just say, I literally just started streaming Luigi Galaxy, so I can finally finish that bonus episode. I'm gonna keep that stream going with the mindset that this rumor isn't true. But I swear, if they announce that Galaxy's coming to Switch the day after I release that bonus video, I'm not gonna be a happy gator.
It's not Nintendo's fault that you procrastinate.
It's your fault. It's all Gator's fault.
Hashtag blame Gator, I guess.
Hashtag blame Gator.
How does that always come up in our videos? Anyway, final question. Do you have any final thoughts on Paper Mario: The Origami King?
My final thoughts is that I really hope this game does well, and I really hope it's fun, because I did enjoy Paper Mario Color Splash and Sticker Star, as I said before, but Paper Mario Color Splash did sell poorly, so I really hope this game sells well. And I just hope people in the fan base enjoy it, because I know there's already a lot of people gathering hate for the game because they just think it's going to be Sticker Star Part 3. And I don't see that in the game. I see it as being more traditional and new mix. I just hope the game's good. I hope I enjoy it. I know I will enjoy it, because I just am the biggest fan of Paper Mario out there. One of the biggest fans. And I just hope it does good, and I hope it sells well. I hope people enjoy it. I know it won't please everybody, but it's bound to please some people.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Origami King. I already have it pre-ordered and ready to go, so I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, kind of echo what Pancake said. It's not going to be for everybody. Some people are going to be hesitant because of Sticker Star and Color Splash, but I like those games, so I'm content if it's hidden agenda, more like Sticker Star or Color Splash, outside of what we've seen so far. But like Pancake said, it might just be a mix of the two. It could be more traditional, could be more Sticker Star, Color Splash. Good mix, all the same to me. I'm gonna enjoy it. I believe I'll enjoy it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the Origami King. And yeah, I just can't wait to save the world from that evil dastardly King Ollie.
This game's going to be a lot of fun. I can already tell this. I love Paper Mario. Even if I have some mixed opinions on Sticker Star, I would not say it's a terrible game. But I'm just really happy they're making Paper Mario for Switch, even if it was going to be inevitable. I'm a little surprised that they're not porting Color Splash to Switch, at least not yet. I was kind of expecting that to happen first, but If we're getting a brand new Paper Mario game, then yeah, I'm all for it. It looks amazing. A part of me is kind of sad because now I have to face the realization that we're never going to get a Super Paper Mario 2. That's my favorite Mario RPG ever, and it's the only one like it. But that's going to be it for our Paper Mario The Origami King discussion. So thank you all so much for watching this video. I've been Lady Gear to you, and they are...
Pancake Armor Man.
And TheJamesRolls.
Thank you for watching this video, and until next time, Lady Gear to you.
Well, we're out.
Oh, let's get out of here.